How you doing, everybody? So today I wanted to touch on a topic that comes up quite a bit, especially having questions thrown at me, left, right, and center. So this is one of the big ones that I wanted to address in a video. So I thought I'm gonna give my opinion on this. So let's get started. Cheat days and cheat meals. Now, everyone has them, everyone wants them, and everyone wants to know when to have them. Are they okay to have? Do they cause a setback? And I'm going to start by saying I'm a huge advocate with tracking your nutrition and counting your macros, counting your carbs, your fats, and your protein. All those together will give you a caloric target. Now, I'm going to say that if you guys are dieting, now let's say you guys are dieting, right? And let's say we're dieting at, say, 2,000 calories. Now, we're dieting at 2,000 calories. I don't mind the notebook. These are just a few little pointers that I wanted to touch on. So let's say we're dieting at 2,000 calories a day, all right? Now, our maintenance calories are 2,500. So we're creating a deficit of 500 calories per day. Now, let's say we maintain that calorie deficit for 6 days a week. So Monday to Saturday, we're eating 2,000 calories a day instead of our 2,500. Now, in total, 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat, which is roughly 440 grams, let's say, right? So if from Monday to Sunday, we're eating 2,000 calories, 500 by 6, we've created a 3,000 calorie deficit so far for the entire week, right? So we're almost down, a pound of fat. So we're in a deficit of 3,000 calories so far for the week. Now, let's say that on the Sunday that comes, we go and have a cheat day, right? And we don't track our nutrition, we don't track anything, and we go and consume, say, 6,000 calories for that day, right? So, and don't get me wrong, 6,000 calories is very, very quick to eat if you're eating really, really caloric dense foods. Let's say you go and eat a pizza or some ice cream, and it racks up really quick. So let's say you eat 6,000 calories on Sunday. Now, your maintenance is 2,000, right? So you've eaten your 2,000 calories already, and now you've eaten an excess of 3,500 calories over your maintenance on Sunday. So let's put together what you've done here. You've created yourself a 3,000 calorie deficit from Monday to Saturday, and now you've gone and eaten 3,500 calories over your maintenance on the Sunday. So what have you done there? You've basically gone and cancelled out your deficit from Monday to Saturday, and you've actually eaten 500 calories over. So that 3,500 calories, you filled in the 3,000 from Monday to Saturday, and you've left yourself spilt over 500 for the week. So have you lost weight that week? No, you haven't. You've basically gone and cancelled out that deficit that you had created during the week on that Sunday. Now, if you're one of those types of people that says, oh, that's fine, then I'll go jump on the cardio machine tomorrow and I'll do 1,000 calories of cardio. I'll be on there for 80 minutes and burn. Now, is that a lifestyle that you want to live? I don't want to live like that. That's not a lifestyle I want. If you're going to go and smash out, 4 days a week, 4,000 calories of cardio so you can go and binge eat on a Sunday, smashing down beers and pizza and chocolate and all this, you have to understand, guys, it boils down to your dedication of what lifestyle you want to live. That's not a consistent lifestyle. That just leads to binge eating disorders and feelings of regret. And if you're one of those people that when you eat and then you feel regret, then you have to, tune back in and think, that's not the way I want to live. You have to be friends with food. If you make it an enemy and make it feel like you're always cheating, then it's going to become bad and you're always going to be trying to find ways to counteract the calories you're taking in. My second point is, if you're one of those people who aren't dieting and are just looking to, okay, I'm going to go and have that big cheat day that's going to fuel me for my next workout. If that's your mindset, then I would say then that's okay. If you're not dieting and just looking to pack on weight, it's not a healthy way to do it. But if you are in the mindset that you're okay, you're going to be dieting later to bring that down, and you're not in a mindset of, say, regret every time you fall off the wagon and have one of those days, then that's okay, because you know you're not going to be jumping on a cardio machine trying to burn 4,000 calories that you've just consumed. You're one of those people who can pick yourself up and say, okay, I had a big meal, I'm going to use that meal for my next workout, and that's going to fuel me, to do even better. Now, as I was saying, cheat days, people say they don't set you back, it's only one day. If you are dieting and trying to sustain a healthy caloric deficit, it will set you back. It's very plain and simple. It will set you back. If you are eating over and cancelling out your deficit, then you have to think, you're filling in the gaps you've left to create that deficit. So it's not gonna, you're either gonna stagnate for the week, or you're not gonna be losing anything. And that's the thing you have to realize. Now, on to my next point. What do I advise you guys to do? I would say, guys, look into refeed days. Now, I can't go too deep into refeed days because that's a whole nother topic. But if you Google refeed days, basically what it is, it's a day that you dedicate to having a higher carb day, while you actually keep your fats either at the same level or quite lower, and protein, you keep your levels of protein at the same. Now, your higher carb refeed days, if you are dieting, you're going to start to deplete all the glycogen in your muscles. Glycogen in your muscles is basically stored glucose, stored carbs that your muscles retain to help keep them, fuller, to make you look fuller. So once that is depleted, you start to look flat, you start to feel weaker. Now, that's where you can incorporate a refeed day. Now, with refeed days, I would say start your diet for about 4 to 6 weeks, then start maybe looking at a refeed maybe once every 10 days. So let's say you're coming up to that time where you start to feel flat, you start to feel, that you need that refeed day. And it also helps with, with your sanity. Having that higher carb day helps you push through that diet. Helps you, rather than thinking, oh, this Saturday I'm going to go and smash down all this pizza and chocolate. No, control it, guys. Be in control. You're accountable for this. Be in control. You come up to your refeed day. Let's say you're eating 200 grams of carbs a day and you're dieting. Let's say on the Saturday, you bump those carbs up to let's say 200, we're going to go to say 320. So you bump them up to 320. Now you're only adding 120 grams of carbs, which is what? Only about 480 calories. Now that's a lot more controlled. And you'll see that having that refeed helps you replenish, and you'll come up here, and then eventually your weight you might even hit a new low within the next 3 to 4 days. Guys, control it. Look into refeed days rather than these binge days. And that's pretty much it, guys. And even with cheat meals, it's the same thing. It's uncontrollable. You're not controlling this meal. If that cheat meal is in front of you, I know me, for instance. Don't get me wrong. I've been, I've fallen into it as well. I've had my fair share of cheat days, trust me. And when I cheat heavy. I go all out, and then I think to myself, oh, I didn't really need that. I pick myself up and I move forward. And that's the thing. And cheat meals, guys, for me, I can't have one cheat meal. If I have one bad meal in front of me, I know that the rest of the day, I'm just going to binge, piece of chocolate here, some ice cream there, and my cheat meal becomes a cheat day. So that's one thing I'm saying, guys. Look into refeed days. They're more controlled, keeps you accountable. You can still track your macros and stick to that diet. We want to keep that calorie deficit going. What type of a diet are we going to have if we're constantly going like this because we're cheating? We want to make it, perfect. We want to make sure that we come up, and then we come down. Once your bulk is finished, you come down and keep that coming down. If our refeed day makes us do a little spike and then we're back on our diet consistently, we're just going to fall even lower. And that's what you want, guys. You want to keep progress going. Don't go and have these cheat days that can, set you back sometimes 2 weeks. There's some people that I know that can even put away 15,000 calories on a cheat meal, on a cheat day. And that could be a solid 2.5 week deficit. And don't get me wrong, Christmas just passed. I went myself and had myself a cheat day, and yeah, it set me back. My coach told me it set you back, so we adjusted my diet to keep my progress going. Alright guys, so I think I've rambled on too long, so I hope I've got the point across to you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to know anything else or have any questions, description box, the comment boxes are below. Ask all you like. You can head over to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/MattyCFitness. You can ask me some questions there if you like as well. But as always guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, show some support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.